Kerr, Clark Kellogg, and sideline reporter Doris Burke. And with the road trip approaching, the Heat will play their final game of their homestand. A superb ball club playing a great brand of basketball. #1 record right now in the NBA.
And coming off that championship season a year ago, that success carried right over into this year. I think they've played at a very high level all season long. And they're going to make another run at a title, don't you think, Clark?
It certainly looks that way, partner. I mean, some teams suffer a championship hangover or malaise in the following season. Not these.
Oh, my.
Hammer time.
Wow.
Hammer time. Man, oh man, finishing with flavor.
Yeah, he put something extra on that one. You're right.
And the bench going wild, guys. They love it. What an amazing dunk.
You know, the Miami Heat are relatively young as a team in terms of NBA history. Joined the league in 1988, but really hit the ground running and have been a force in the East since they became part of the league.
Wade drives in. That one goes. Count.
And his skills go well beyond just his scoring ability. They really can run their entire offense through him.
Here's LeBron. Spins to the middle. And the shot is good. LeBron's now got 6. Well, you look at the Heat, you take away the first 3 years of the franchise as they were building from scratch. Since 1991, they have only missed the playoffs 5 times. Steve, I think that's an amazing stat.
Yeah, the franchise quickly came in and established itself way back as one of the tougher opponents to deal with in the East. They've done a nice job of establishing themselves as a model organization in the NBA over the years.
Wade outside. Now Haslam inside. Bosh up on top. And the Heat get another bucket right there.
This has been the start that they had hoped for, coming out knocking down 4 of their first 5 shots.
Looking at Miami, they took their win in their last game against the San Antonio Spurs.
And they were really in control of that game, guys, if you remember. They made sure they didn't have to sweat it out at the end.
Yeah, you never got the sense that it was going to come down to the... Oh, get it! Oh, watch out now. He's definitely showing some real sweet dunking skills here.
Are you kidding me? Oh, my gosh. What a play.
Yeah, that was spectacular.
I can imagine they're going to hear an earful about this next stop. I mean, that's 3 straight field goals given up right in the middle of the lane. Inexcusable.
Well, defense starts at the rim. You want teams shooting the ball from the outside, and that's not happening. They're just giving up everything inside. You know, when I think of Ray Allen, I think of the physical conditioning. I mean, you look at him, he's well into his 30s, and yet takes great care of his body, can run forever, and still one of the great shooters in the game. A first-ballot Hall of Famer for sure.
Anderson dishes to Bosh. Over Haslam. Bosh misses. The Heat leading by 6. Let's find out what Doris Burke has for us.
Yes, Kevin, I spoke briefly with Eric Spoelstra. It's their first look at the defending NBA champions this season, which he acknowledged adds to the atmosphere surrounding the game. He talked about the big 3, saying, we can't really focus too much on LeBron or Wade or Bosh. As soon as we concentrate on one, the others will just light us up. It has to be a total team effort on defense. Defense the key for them, guys.
All right, Doris, thank you very much. Catching up on the changes with Miami. Udonis Haslam, he's checked in for Bosh. Pattier comes.
Man, what a change!
That's what he does. Attack the heart of the defense and get straight to the rim.
So the Heat, their last game, a win against the San Antonio Spurs. There's a minute left here in the opening quarter. Back to Miller. Lets it go with a 3. Gets it to go. Miller's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
You know, Miller has battled injuries over the last few seasons, but when he's right, he can really help you on the wing, particularly as a rebounder and a spot-up shooter. Can really bury that three-point ball.
Yeah, a great shooter and rebounder, competes defensively. You know, a lot to like about his game. Pattier cannot hit.
A clear look at the hoop. He doesn't miss many of those.
And Cole kicks to LeBron. Off target with his 3. There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock. Wade passes to Pattier. That falls. Nice feed that time from Dwayne Wade. Battier's got 5.
Huge advantage for them already.
And as well as they've played at both ends so far, this lead might continue to grow.
Haslam, a screen on Miller. It's LeBron with the drive. Back to Chalmers. Fires the 3. Shot is no good. He got it up. No good. And as we conclude the first quarter, a one-sided. Well, not exactly a close game so far, but as the second quarter starts here, plenty of time for a comeback. And let's quickly break down the game we've been seeing from the Heat, guys.
Boy, the offense has been so smooth. Everybody working together, and you can tell they're getting good shots pretty much every time down.
Yeah, they're a well-oiled machine there. I mean, they keep the ball moving, they keep themselves moving, and as a result, they're piling up the points.
And a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. And for Miami, looking who they've got out there. Mario Chalmers and Dwayne Wade, the tandem in the backcourt. Haslam and Bosch are up front. And it's Battier in at the 3 spot.
You know, and moving forward for Miami, they probably won't have a lot of cap room because of the big contracts of Bosch, Wade, and LeBron. But remember, it is easy to lure free agents to Miami because of the presence of those 3, and then also the attraction of living in Miami.
Catching up on the changes with Miami. Ray Allen, he's checked in for Heston. And it's Norris Cole into Mario Chalmers. Mario Chalmers, he's checked in for Dwayne Wade. LeBron dishes to Cole. Kicks it to Chalmers. Back to LeBron.
Oh, how about that basketball, fan?
Beautiful.
Wow.
Just pouring it on and adding to this big lead.
Steve, they're playing outstanding basketball, and they've been doing it all game at both ends.
Well, Steve, going back to Miami and them trying to lure talent down to South Beach, not only the city itself, but veterans line up to play, knowing, like we were talking about before, Clark, they have a chance to win a championship.
And that's the motivation, and as long as the big 3 are there, they won't have any trouble finding players who have been let go or in the last years of their contract who want to play for a winner, and those kind of players are willing to give up some cheese for some gold.
And Miami calls their first time out of the game. And this is their first time matched up with this year's Heat team.
Not one of these games went their way last season.
And our 2K leaderboard up on the screen now, giving you a look at the small forward position and the players with the most rebounds per game this year. LeBron James, number 1.
Well, there are some things he does very well on the perimeter, but in the paint, his rebounding is as impressive as anything else he does.
Yeah, there's a lot in his package. He does a lot of things. He gives you a little bit of everything, but it's his work on the glass, on the boards, his ability to battle down low. That's where he blows the league's other small forwards away.
2 teams, Clark, fighting tooth and nail near the top of the conference. That hurts to get swept.
It's certainly demoralizing. You can't help but feel like that team has got your number. They're handling you all the time. Not really the best decision. I mean, get the easy 2, the for sure 2. No need to make it fancy and special.
And stolen by Chalmers. And here we go. Fast break. LeBron's got it. Wade. And he bangs it home with one hand.
I like the awareness they had there. Guys were headed out on the break the instant the steal was made.
And they got the easy bucket because of it.
Well, I think as time has gone on, the Heat hate has died down a little bit. You know, with LeBron and Bosch first signing there, they were really thrust into that villain role, booed in every arena on the road. But I think things have calmed down a little bit, and while they'll never be accepted as an underdog, people do appreciate them as a great team.
And Mario Chalmers gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. A different look for Miami. Haslam comes in for Chris Bosh. And Shane Battier subbed in for LeBron. Bosh up on top. Battier with it. Wade picks him up. And Cole kicks to Chalmers. 6 on the shot clock. The Heat need to get a shot off. First shot by Bosh. That's good, and so Chalmers with the assist. Bosh has got his first basket. And And for LeBron, I think the backlash was the hardest. An Ohio native, when he left the Cavaliers, Clark, obviously, it was not pretty.
No, it was not, and he admits that. It's unfortunate it unfolded the way he did, but I think going forward and as time passes, people will let it go as they should, and LeBron has become, I think, a better man as a result of having gone through that, and a better player, too.
Catching up on the changes with Miami. Chris Anderson is checked in for Bosch. Haslam comes in for Shane Battier. LeBron, he's checked in for Ray Allen. And Dwayne Wade subbed in for Norris Cole.
Just adds to what has already been a great day for him. A moment here to take a look at some of the numbers for Dwayne Wade. 6th in steals, 8th in scoring, and with a top 20 ranking in field goal percentage, he's done a nice job of creating good looks for himself.
And, Steve, I think we should take a look back at his top 10 steals ranking that you mentioned a bit ago. I mean, that's impressive. This guy gets it done. Jumps the passing lanes when appropriate, but he also can pick the pocket of the ball handler, too.
Allen, that's good.
One of the great shooters in the history of the game. I mean, Ray Allen is just amazing with that deep range, incredible accuracy, and he can also put the ball on the deck a little bit once or twice, pull up jump shots, get to the foul line. Allen's just one of the most consistent scorers we've had in the game for a long time.
And he's rehearsed that motion for so long. It's automatic. I mean, it's something he can do in his sleep. He doesn't even think about the situation or the defender. He eyes his target and lets it fly.
Norris Cole, he's checked in for Mario Chalmers. LeBron, he's checked in for the Heat. Feeds to Cole. Good ball movement here by the Heat. And Haslam backs down. Wade, he's covered by Anderson. Allen.
Ray Allen.
Drilled from 6 feet. Allen's got 5 points now in the quarter.
He is really having a good quarter, a strong quarter, an efficient quarter, doing a lot of positive things out there.
Got to be very careful with this team. They can be really strong inside if they get good position.
Well, you give up that kind of deep position, Steve, you're done. It's over.
LeBron kicks to Allen from outside the arc. Out to Wade. LeBron outside. And there's the pass to Cole. Yes, and it's LeBron picking up the assist. LeBron's now got 3 assists tonight.
Defensive foul.
The Heat have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line.
Yeah, they've just been an ordinary team in terms of free throw shooting this year, guys. About 75%.
You know, their percentages dropped off just a little bit compared to last year, guys, but it's not a huge drop-off, so no major concern.
Got it up, and that's not going to go. And through the first half, a pretty lopsided.
Your Heat. 23.
Well, it's been a one-sided affair so far through the first 2 quarters, but there's plenty of time to mount a comeback. Dwayne Wade really has his fingerprints all over this one.
That's one thing to get to the rim, and it's another to finish.
Oh!
Look out!
Watch
out! Oh, wow!
Don't do that to him. That was fantastic. Wow.
And Clark, the degree of difficulty.
Major.
That was amazing.
Well, he's been scoring pretty well on just a few attempts. That might help them out if he was a bit more assertive.
Well, everybody knows about the big 3 in Miami with James, Bosch, and Wade. I think the question going forward with the new CBA really penalizing teams for going deep into the luxury tax, it'll be interesting to see how Miami handles that going forward, because those 3 guys make up the vast majority of their salary cap, so adding other players may be difficult.
Allen with it. Wade picks him up. And Ray Allen with the 3. Allen's got 7 points in the game.
Big mistake not having more defensive pressure on him out there.
The drive by Wade. Here's LeBron. Good D by LeBron. And as it's been for Miami in the first...
Watch out!
Well, this fella can rise up there with the best of them.
Just a crazy finish, guys.
He's one of the few players with the athleticism to pull that off.
And Miami calls their first time out of the game.
Well, it's kind of scary when you play against Miami. I mean, that talent is so overwhelming. So what a lot of teams try to do is zone them just to cut down on the dribble penetration and force Miami to take outside shots.
Kicks it out to Allen. Puts up a three. No good. And the Heat going the other way now. The biggest lead of the game was 24 points. And the foul on Dwayne Wade. That's his first foul. And the Heat call time here. And it might seem like a bit of a bunker approach, but if you are faced with giving LeBron and Wade a jump shot or a dunk, there isn't too much hesitation, I don't think, Clark, in your answer.
No, I would agree. I mean, there are a couple of things that scare you about the Heat. First, they can knock down outside shots and beat you if you try to go to a zone and close off driving lanes. And secondly, they're still probably able to find a way to get inside and dunk through you or over you.
So it's kind of like pick your poison.
Yeah, they come at you in a couple of different ways.
He feeds it to Bosh. Well-placed alley-oop pass into the layup.
Boy, they were not wasting any time on that fast break.
Well, when it starts with the turnover, that's the best time to get out and run. You can beat the defense down the floor that way.
The shot's good on the assist by Wade. Wade's got 3 assists now in this one.
Well, Bosh is a...
There's no stopping him when he gets to the basket like that. If you can't foul him in time, just get out of the way.
And along with the rest of his Heat teammates, Chris Bosh has heard his share of criticism. Some people knock him for not being aggressive enough offensively or rebounding enough. But, you know, it can be a challenge to try to blend all those different players into one team. I think Bosh has been a really nice addition for the Heat.
Wade drives in, defended by Chalmers. Wade misses. The Heat leading by 17. And Cole kicks to Chalmers. And it's LeBron James with the rebound. And Steve, for Chris Bosh, one thing he has said offensively is he doesn't like missing shots. He said, I can make 3 in a row. And then if I miss 2 in a row, I feel like I'm blowing it. What do you think of that?
Well, I like that attitude of perfection. That's what makes the really good players great. I mean, you know, that's really not the mentality of big-time scorers in the league, but based on where Bosh is and who he's playing with, that's fine. I think it works.
Ray Allen is checked in for Miami. And that's out of bounds. Miami will retain possession.
A nice play to get a hand on that pass and tip it out of bounds.
I tell you what, guys, if he gets there a fraction earlier, that's a steal.
Here's what Miami's going with right now. Udonis Haslem is checked in for Bosh. Battier comes in for Chris Anderson. And it's Chalmers in for Ray Allen.
Well, guys, Eric Spoelstra is really a young coach, but he's worked his way up from video coordinator to being one of the outstanding head coaches in the league. To be where he is, coaching one of the very elite teams in the NBA in Miami, you couldn't ask for a better position or a better opportunity. But I really have great respect and admiration for the way he's handled that and grown into that position. One of the better stories in the league in my mind.
Boy, they've done a nice job here in the second half, making the defense pay from outside.
Anytime you can shoot the 3 ball the way they are in this half, you are never that far out of a game. You always have life.
And stolen by LeBron. Gives him the lead pass. And he's knocked off course by the D. The foul called. He'll shoot free throws.
Well, you talk about the job that Eric Spoelstra has done for the Heat, Clark. A young coach, certainly, but he's earned the opportunity to coach this roster. And he's shown that he's up to the task. One of the brightest young coaches in the game.
And some changes here for the Heat. Chris Bosh is checked in for Battier. Allen comes in for Dwayne Wade. And it's Norris Cole in for Mario Chalmers. Then for the Heat, Udonis Haslem. He's checked in for Battier. Miller comes in for LeBron. And Dwayne Wade is subbed in for Ray Allen. The Heat, it's only 1 missed free throw. They've had 5 attempts and made 4 of them.
Yeah, they've just been an ordinary team in terms of free throw shooting this year, guys. About 75%.
And this year, they haven't quite been able to maintain the free throw percentage they had last season.
LeBron, he's checked in for Udonis Haslem.
The offense is clicking for him this half. Absolutely clicking. I mean, everything on point and on target.
Wade, defended by Allen. Pass to Miller. Fires from deep. They get it again. Wade kicks to Miller. That falls. Nice feed that time from Dwayne Wade. Miller's got his 2nd bucket tonight. The drive by LeBron.
Wow, what a throwdown.
That athletic play. Incredible.
I tell you what, you need to archive that one for the highlight tape.
Oh, yeah, that is a keeper. You're correct.
Man, that was incredible.
Yeah.
And those plays will give your team a huge boost. They continue to pull down misses, and that's how they're maintaining this lead.
Yeah, well, one and done is the recipe for continuing to hold on to a lead. You don't want to let the other team back in it by giving them extra possession.
The first free throw is good.
This is a positive trend for him, especially here in the second half. Shooting just above 80% right now. And that's more than respectable. That's good free throw shooting. Kevin, right now, they're doing a good job at the line. They're hovering around 83, 84, 85% from the stripe. That's good stuff. I mean, that's well done.
Bosch with it. And now running up the court. Miller pushing it up. Three-pointer. That misses. Would have counted had it gone in. Well, through three-quarters of
Your Heat, 46. The Heat, 65.
The Heat trailed by 19. Mario Chalmers and the electric D. Wade at the guard. LeBron James is out there with Shane Battier, and it's Bosch in at the 5, roaming the paint. It's the group on the floor for Miami. The Heat shooting is beautiful right now, 60% for the game. Pretty much everyone out there has been stroking it. Allen kicks to Wade. Battier fires. That falls. Nice feed that time from Dwayne Wade. Wade's got assist number 5 here tonight. Wade, right side. Now the feed to Chalmers. And LeBron throws it down. The Heat leading by 19 points. Goes for the alley-oop. Lays out. And it's out of bounds. The Heat will take it the other way.
Well, that's inexcusable to throw a pass that far off the mark.
The Heat making a switch here. Allen's checked in. The Heat also changing it up. Udonis Haslem, he's checked in for Bosch. LeBron comes in for Shane Battier. And it's Chalmers in for Norris Cole. And stolen by LeBron. And now LeBron pushing it up. No one.
Oh, my goodness.
How about that?
High wire flying.
Drop your jaw. Chris Bosch is checked in for the Heat. The Heat trailed by 21. The 3 from Chalmers. LeBron grabs the miss. LeBron's now got rebound number 5 here tonight.
And that's the way it's been. A big margin for them in the rebounding category.
You know, sometimes you got to get down and dirty and do the dirty work. And this one, they've done it, and it's paid off on the scoreboard in a big way.
Wade can't hit.
So hard not to go for it when you see that chance at the alley-oop.
Bet he wishes he hadn't, though.
Here's LeBron. The shot's good on the assist by Wade. Wade's got his 4th assist in this one. Wade left side. Tries for the alley-oop. Chalmers' shot is no good. The Heat have gone 2 for 5 on field goal attempts in the 4th quarter. Wade with it. Wade picks him up. Here's Chalmers. That falls. Nice feed that time from Dwayne Wade. The Heat leading by 17. Outside Bosch. We're in the 4th quarter here. Just under 2.5 minutes gone. Clock at 4. Fades. Miami grabs the miss.
Well, you know what? You really expect him to knock that jumper down when he gets a good look like that.
And Mario Chalmers gets the whistle that time. That's foul number 2 for him. Here's LeBron. Offensive rebound. The second effort. And the layup is good.
Things are finally turning around for him. He's looked pretty good here in this half.
Timeout called, the Heat.
And, you know, guys, Mario Chalmers has been a good fit in Miami as that point guard because he doesn't need the ball in his hands all the time. LeBron and Wade can handle it. He can spot up and take threes. And then at the other end of the floor, he's a scrappy defender as well.
And some changes here for the Heat. Anderson comes in for Chris Bosch. And Shane Battier subbed in for Dwayne Wade. The Heat also changing it up. Chris Anderson is checked in for Bosch. Lewis comes in for Udonis Haslem. And it's Norris Cole in for Mario Chalmers. And let's get this update now from Doris Burke, who's across the way on the sideline.
Guys, over that last break, I listened to Eric Spoelstra address his team. It was a pretty upbeat huddle. He said, I'll bet they won't take us lightly next time, guys. Clearly, he was aware of their underdog status coming into this basketball game, guys.
Thanks again, Doris.
And, you know, you look at a guy like Mario Chalmers. I mean, some of his weaknesses as a player are minimized playing for the Heat. He's not a great finisher or an elite playmaker, but again, he can leave that to LeBron and D. Wade to create and play off of those guys. It really helps his game.
You know, LeBron James is really the primary ball handler for his Miami Heat team. And despite his scoring ability, at his core, he's a point forward, a pass-first player, great court vision, can really run the floor, probably better than anybody in the history of the game. But really what he wants to do is find open teammates. Looks like this one's over. They really played well tonight.
Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, we can take it out of the oven. This game is cooked.
And it's out of bounds to the Heat as Miami retains possession. Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. And Clark, going back to LeBron's pass-first mentality, do you like that from your star player?
I love it. I mean, he has to be who he is. He's always been a pass-first guy, a basketball player who wants to make the right basketball play. And it's endeared him to his teammates since high school. He's a multi-time state champion. And in the NBA, he's been a guy that's always been about his team and including his teammates. And I think that's an admirable quality. Sometimes his skill level leads people to want him to go outside of himself, but you got to be true to you, and that's pretty good with LBJ.
The Heat making a switch here. Miller's checked in. The drive by Allen, and yes, sir, that one drops.
2 points.
Allen's got 10 points here in the second half.
Well, it's been a tale of two halves, hasn't it, guys? After a terrible first half, he's really picking it up.
And Cole kicks to Lewis. He kicks to Wade. Back to Lewis. Clock at 6. Dishes it to Cole. Offline with his 3. The Heat have gone 5 of 10, 50% from the field. Battier with it. He's picked up by LeBron. Jacks up a 3. Good D by LeBron. They've been doing a great job of sharing the ball.
Oh! Up high and down hard. That's right.
That's right. You use it, brother.
You know, that's a play very few players have the guts to even try.
Yeah. You know, it's hard enough, Clark, to complete an alley-oop pass to one of your teammates, let alone yourself.
Yep.
Wow.
He does have a little bit of showman in him, that's for sure.
Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. Tipped and stolen by Chalmers.
Well, not much they can do at this point.
Nope, playing for pride, trying to finish strong for pride's sake.
Well, I like that. They ran to the three-point line and got an uncontested look there in transition.
Wade. Allen passes to Miller. Deflected. Here's Lewis. Off on that one. And so Miami takes this one by a big margin. And this one was such a lopsided victory.
They never let up. They were full throttle from the start.
Thanks for tuning in to the NBA on 2K Sports. For Clark Kellogg, Steve Kerr, and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan. We'll see you next time. And now, our Jordan Player of the Game, LeBron James.